I feel really humbled to be able to be a part of a team and a community that it really centers Indigenous-led knowledge systems of the Coast Salish plants, but also initiatives. And I think that's a uniqueness of the nursery and Maplewood Flats that really strives on centering those collaborations for Tsleil-Waututh Nation, but also the responsibilities it also means too of what ways that settlers can participate in these conversations of how to walk together and along one side another.
So here we're standing next to a lot of the snowberry plants. So when we're looking at different plants, it's not only how we use it medicinally, but also understanding the relationships that the plant has to animals and to our ecosystem as well. A lot of different species also rely on our berry bushes and plants. To describe it when I teach children, it's like looking at these little patches of forest, like this is the grocery store, that's the pharmacy, that's the restaurant, that's the takeout dinner. These are all things that the birds still use as their day-to-day use and their habitat.
The Native Plant Nursery is a growing social enterprise, and our intention is to connect native plants with people. Oftentimes, native plants, when you purchase, you have to purchase from wholesales, and we're one of the only storefronts that offers that kind of walk-in availability and the large diversity of plants. We run a variety of different programmings on site. In the past and currently we've done education programming focused with the Tsleil-Waututh Outdoor Education School. We also are currently rolling out our inaugural plant propagation program, and our intention is to propagate native plants for restoration, sales to the public, and other community projects. We emphasize Coast Salish plants here at the nursery because of massive increase of urbanization, and really that's a long history of colonization.
We have things like Himalayan blackberry or English ivy, and these are different invasive species that really can cause damage. We often have even had on the site here at Maplewood Flats clearings of Himalayan blackberry, and underneath it, once we cut a lot away, there's actually an indigenous species called the trailing blackberry, so we could tell just how towering and high that the plant grows, that it blocked out all the sunlight, nutrients, and that there's a lot of indigenous plants that need different requirements, like being planted near other supporting plants, but not just kind of fully clearing out all the nutrients and taking all the sunlight.
In Kwakala, so my traditional language on my father's side, we have a word called umasta, and an elder and knowledge keeper, Gloria Cramner-Webster, she shared with me it has origin roots, meaning men who were captured and returned in raids, but also in that essence it's been a revitalization too of reclaiming back from knowledge systems. And I see my role in the Coast Salish Native Plant Nursery as a space that kind of facilitates that returning and reclaiming of knowledge systems and a relationship with plants.
For our family as the Squamish Nation, we have a community garden that our elders wanted to start many years ago. We had very little access to traditional gathering places, so having the specific plants here has been really meaningful for a lot of our Coast Salish families to actually see some of the species. There's certain ground cover plants that are really hard to find, just growing in the wild. So it's really good to be able to educate about the plants and also be able to grow our own gardens of our traditional medicines.